The Texas real estate market is changing, like almost weekly, not almost, like it's changing weekly. I pulled the 3 top selling cities in this crazy last couple of years, right? Frisco, Prosper, and Southlake, just to give you a real idea of what it's like here. Now, they were the hottest cities. You could barely get in during the crazy market, and now obviously you can get in. It's about time. And I mean, we've all heard about inflation. The feds are trying to control that by raising interest rates. They just announced it again that they're looking to do that again by the end of this year. And so that is intentionally slowing the market down. That's why the real estate market is slowing down. And in this video, I want to share with you some real live accurate numbers that are not trailing behind, okay? So typically the news releases, it's a month or 2 behind of what the real market is doing. And so I wanna give you guys a pulse of where the Dallas-Fort Worth market is at. First, I wanna talk about some numbers like the days on market, because I was looking on Redfin and they haven't even released a report for a couple of months. And so I wanted to give you some updates on the days on market, median home prices. And listen, I wanted to pull, now while everyone's terrified, if you've been on the sidelines and waiting for this moment, it's the time to jump in between now and the end of the year. I don't know what next year is gonna look like, honestly, but I definitely know between now and the end of the year, you can, you can put in an offer in one of the most beautiful homes. There's many to choose from versus before you got slim pickings, right? And you had to pay inflated prices, okay? So anyway, let's get started. Hello, my name is Dana Pollard and I'm a real estate agent in Texas. So if you are thinking about buying or selling a home in Texas, fill out the appropriate questionnaire in the link below and schedule your one-on-one Zoom consultation so we can help you in your moving needs. So let's start with some numbers. I checked the MLS 6 months ago and the average days on market was 5 days in Frisco, Prosper, and Southlake, all across the board. I mean, even McKinney and Plano, it was like 5 days. I'm like, is it really 5 days? Really what it was is as soon as the house hit the market, or even before the house hit the market, everyone's putting all these multiple offers in. I mean, we're talking 10, 20, 50, 60 offers in these houses in these hot areas. And the agents needed time to sort through the offers, find the best ones, and get it under contract, and many times it took 5 days. And so that's why it was 5 days across the board. And now the story is a little bit different. So let's start with Frisco, Texas. Frisco is a lovely, lovely city, guys. Like, I call it the new and shiny. If you love the modern, contemporary, the new, if you love the entertainment wow factor, Frisco's the place to be. They have so many things to do. I call it the entertainment capital of Texas because there's so many things to do. Like, you're never gonna run out if you like to hang out with friends, go to eateries, all those things, okay? Frisco's very nice, although the lot sizes typically are a little smaller, not as many trees, but that's okay. So that's a little snapshot of Frisco, but it's hot for a reason, y'all. So I'm gonna pull up some numbers and show you where the market's at today. So the first thing I did is I pulled up all the active listings in the MLS for a single family home in Frisco. And there are 466 active listings today. The CDOM means consecutive days on market is 50. 50 is the median days on market. Yeah, that's the snapshot of today. So things have shifted quite a bit. However, I do want to say that sounds terrible for us today. However, pre-2020, like 2019 and earlier, 50 days was normal, okay? Let's gain some perspective here. So 50 days is the average days on market at $243 a square foot. Median home price $775. Okay, so that's just to gauge where it's at today. But I have some interesting stats here for you. All right, so let's go back 1 year ago the same 30-day time frame, 1 month from September 14th. We're going to compare that from today, 1 month ago, okay? So a year ago, the average days on market, or the consecutive days on market, was 6 days. And the price per square foot was 193, guys, okay? Compare that to the last 30 days, 18 consecutive days on the market, $235 price per square foot. Guys, it's about the same square footage. It has shot up in purchase price, okay? So listen, if you want to sell your home, this is a tip, don't price it at the inflated price, because your house will sit this lovely 420 days. They're pricing it and then they're having to slash their prices. First expectations is, if you're listing today, don't expect to get the purchase price you would have 6 months ago. And don't think that you're losing equity. I mean, well, you may have lost the opportunity 6 months ago, but really they were inflated prices to begin with, right? Let's take a look at Southlake and Prosper, what's going on in those cities, and then let me share some conclusions with you. Okay, so for Prosper, if we take a look at the active listings right now, the consecutive days on market is 61, y'all. And the median list price, I say average, but it's median, is 897,000, and 269 is the median price per square foot, which is higher than Frisco, y'all. But what you can get in Prosper, this is what I love about Prosper, is it feels a little more country, but it's still so family oriented. The lots are typically larger in Prosper. There is a lot of construction going on that Highway 380, just FYI, you may get stuck in traffic sometimes. And but I really love the family vibe. Now, if you were waiting and wanting and dreaming to get into Windsong Ranch, the master plan community with the lagoon, now is your opportunity, because it was so difficult. The moment something just said Windsong, they were like $400,000 or $500,000 more than what it should have been. They were selling these houses just ridiculously high. So if you really wanted to get into that neighborhood or into Prosper, now's the time to get into that neighborhood too. So all that being said, yeah, it's slowing down more than Frisco, but keep in mind this price per square foot, which, guys, price per square foot is not the end all, be all end all, because it depends if you have a pool, it depends how large your lot is compared with the others in the neighborhood, but it's still a good gauge, okay? We're going back to normal market, which is actually exciting for me. I know everyone else is terrified, but real estate agents don't get as terrified because we've seen the market do this. Okay, and then but 1 year ago, 5 days on market, look, this is what I think is so crazy. A year ago, price per square foot was 201. So what that's telling me is within the year, yes, we had prices increase. However, everything changed for us. Mother's Day weekend, it was mid-May, guys. This is when everything shifted. Mother's Day weekend, I remember it specifically because I just went to go walk some open houses. I went to go visit the open houses in my neighborhood, and I was like, whoa, where's everybody? I thought it was supposed to be hot, right? It was crickets. All the listing agents were like, I don't know where anyone's at. It's crickets. And I thought, well, maybe it's just Mother's Day weekend. I knew a shift was happening, but I didn't know it was gonna be like so drastic overnight. So that's kind of what happened. This market has shifted since May. And they think that they can keep getting these prices. This is why you guys are seeing so many price decreases, is because they're trying to list these homes at the inflated prices. And with everything slowing down and interest rates higher, people are like, ain't happening. Now, this is the thing. The market is more balanced now. I am concerned that we may shift into a seller's market. It feels like a buyer's market today, guys. I don't know if it's really officially moved into buyer's market because that's typically 6 months worth of inventory or more, and those numbers have not been revealed yet for the month of September in my MLS. As of August, it was still a seller's market. However, the seller's just not getting the inflated prices anymore, okay? So this last one, Southlake, Texas, has a little bit different of a story. Southlake is unique. I love Southlake because it's such a great family environment. It's a conservative environment, and they have great schools. There are no apartments in the area. They have larger, beautifully treed lots. They are a little bit older. The homes were built about the 90s or early 2000s, so they're a little bit older, but all of the homes, almost all of them, are custom built. And so that's why those are just some of the things I love about Southlake. But this one's showing a little different. It's a unique city, and it's a smaller city too, okay? So Prosper and Frisco are much larger, especially Frisco, but the consecutive days on market on the active listings are 47. And then the median list price is 1.4 million, with 360 is the median price per square foot. Guys, that's really high for Texas, okay? Now, Southlake is considered a luxury city. Last year, you could hardly get in for anything under, I'd say 800,000 maybe, and those were just scooped up really fast. However, now I'm seeing those prices coming down, y'all. Oh, there was a point at which there were only like 10 homes active on the MLS this past year, 2021 actually, in Southlake. If you're going to sell your home, in the last 30 days, the average price per square foot was $320, and these people are listing higher than the top of the market. I think they think we're still in this inflated period, because this is why these homes are not selling, is because they're listed at $360 a square foot. If you look back a year ago, guys, when everything's like crazy, even in September, again, consecutive days on market, 6 days, median price per square foot was $271 a year ago when everything was crazy. If you're a buyer, you're pretty smart and savvy, right? You're pretty smart. You can tell when a house is listed too high. So let me now give you like an overall general view of Dallas-Fort Worth. So if you are still in the hub of Dallas-Fort Worth, you know, if a house comes on the market and it's really nice, you could find yourself up against maybe 1 or 2 buyers, okay? However, if you are looking to buy in the outskirts of that kind of hub, then you can really get a good deal right now, y'all. Get a really good deal. So really what's happening is these hot cities like Keller, Southlake, Frisco, Plano, McKinney, buyers could barely get in those cities. And so now there's still buyers on the market. They're just opting to go for those more desirable cities. However, you have some serious negotiating room if you're on the outskirts. If you want to buy a property that's maybe you want a little bit out, you don't want to be in the middle of the hustle and bustle, then you can get a really good deal, especially on these new homes. Guys, if you were shopping for a new home, don't take it at list price. We can negotiate that puppy down. If you're going to sell a home, again, the recommendation is let's pull the comps and just be realistic with your numbers. Otherwise, you're going to end up sitting on the market and slashing the price down. So people think that everything's going down right now, and it is. However, it's coming down from an inflated market to a more normal market. Will it continue the trend in 2023? I'm not sure what 2023 holds for us yet, y'all. As a real estate agent and as an investor, a personal investor, it's time to buy. We've been waiting for this day, y'all. If you've been on the sidelines, this is the time to get in on the action. You can get a really good deal. You can get into the neighborhoods that you couldn't before. You can get a luxury home for a much less price. There's just so many reasons to buy during this time. Now, I don't recommend it if you're not financially stable, if you don't have a secure job, all those normal reasons. But if, I don't know, maybe I'm an optimist. Maybe I've been through the 2008 market crash. That's what it was. The thing I regret is not buying more property in the 2008 market crash. I'm like, where was I? I was ignorant. So I know you wish you had bought some property back then and cashed out later in 2021, but all that being said, don't be on the sidelines and just if you're looking at buying a home, now's the time to buy. If you're looking at selling a home, I recommend you lease that thing out and then you sell it when the market goes back up, okay? Just lease it out for a year, lease it out for 2 years, and keep your equity in the property, okay? That's my recommendation if you want to sell a home. And if you just want to sell it, let me know. Fill out the Sell My Home questionnaire. If you want to buy a home, now's the time. Anywhere between now and, well, who knows how long this is going to last. But this is the opportunity we've all been waiting for.